Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Anybody been to Ascot yet? Royal Ascot? Yeah. Enjoyed it? Yeah. Lots of people?
Don't really remember. Yeah, a lot of people.
Okay, cool. Small bit of introduction, tell you what the challenge is, the numbers that we work with, the process we use to get everything into place, and then the result at the end. It's not an IT result, but it's a business result. It's quite eye-opening. You've never seen so many gluttons in your life. This is what our view of Royal Ascot is. I started at Ascot in February, and by June I had to deliver this IT-wise, and it was quite a learning curve. I've never seen anything like it, and I probably haven't worked as hard ever in my life. We got on site 4 o'clock in the morning and gone to bed 11 o'clock for about 3 weeks in a row.
Were you having to create the platform new for the event, or is that an annual thing that has to?
It's an annual thing, but it depends on the planning department, the operations department, how they're going to present Royal Ascot on that year, and we have to adapt with that. So the marquees might not be in the same place as last year, so we have to move televisions, connections, Wi-Fi, telephones, the whole lot, and fit that around their plan.
There's an element of it that's new every year.
Yeah, a big element. So designing and building and operating the critical IT infrastructure and systems that support Royal Ascot. And we do that for 3 reasons. We do that for our guests, our sponsors, and our partners. Guests, yes, they spend the money. Sponsors, they sponsor us, and they really, really want an excellent service. Our biggest sponsor at the moment is Kipco. They've just signed a 10-year extension on their sponsorship, and all they're interested in is the 10 minutes the Queen comes down the straight. That's it, because there's a board every furlong marker that says Kipco on it. And in that 10 minutes, all the televisions at Ascot is on the Queen, and they have that 10 minutes of advertising for their brand in 200 countries. So we can't really lose the television signal during that 10 minutes. And then our partners, we've got many partners that we work with, and they want the best deal for their customers and that they bring along. When I started, I said to the COO, what is the cutoff date for having all this ready? I mean, is it a week before Royal Ascot start? Is it 2 days before? And he said, at 2 o'clock on the Tuesday, when the Queen comes down the stretch, that is when it should be ready. She waits for no one, which is fine. So, why the support at Royal Ascot is so important? In the space of a week, we have 300,000 guests, which is roughly 52% of our annual number of guests that we have. We generate 78% of our revenue in that week. On a normal day at Ascot, we've got 170 staff. On a normal race day, about 500. And at Royal Ascot, we have 4,500 staff a day, which makes it probably the biggest increase on an office size very quickly. The off-course expenditure is about 68 million. That is anything that's spent outside of Ascot in the run-up and that week. 8 million is on accommodation, 14 million on food and drink, 13 on transport, And then for all the gentlemen here, 33 million is what the wives spend on hats. Okay. And clothes, yeah. But people pay £2,000 or £3,000 a hat. So some technical numbers. We cover 226,000 square meters of Wi-Fi, so 56 acres. Approximately 5,000 people register for Wi-Fi usage per day. 7,000 concurrent users every 5 minutes on the Wi-Fi system. And about roughly 500,000 gambling hits per day. That's excluding social media and excluding Apple and excluding Hotmail and things like that. Just on gambling, it's 500,000 hits a day. That's from about 60 to 70,000 people on site a day. We have 1,300 IPTVs, which we have to manage, 8 big screens, and it's viewed by 6.2 million viewers a day internationally in 200 countries. So 1,000 of those TVs are set and fixed. 300 of those we bring in every year, and then set them up and provide the feeds to them. We lay 45 miles of cabling. We implement 60 switches, 120 extra access points, and 100 IP phones for marquees, restaurants, things like that. 10 additional amplifier stacks and 100 additional speakers in the marquees. 300 extra EPOS terminals and 250 credit card machines we bring in just for that week. And we have to cable them and provide for all of those. We have 5 gates and 46 turnstiles, and guests come in at a rate of 1,700 a minute. And we do about 20,000 printed home tickets a day. So instead of people getting a ticket, they have the option to download and print their ticket, and we scan that. That's a hand scanning thing, it doesn't go through a turnstile. So we've got about 40 handheld scanners for printed home. On a normal day, I've got 8 IT staff members, 10 on a race day, and 40 during Royal Ascot. I work with 6 suppliers, and those 6 suppliers have been working at Ascot or for Ascot since 2006, when the new grandstand was built. And that is where I get my extra staff from. I use the people that have been working there for 5 or 6 years on and off, and then supporting Royal Ascot every year. That is the IT structure during Royal Ascot. 4 sound people, 5 TV engineers, 1 CCIE engineer, and he sits there and he watches every single almost packet that comes out and makes sure that there's no collisions, that everything is up and working. 5 network engineers, 6 cable installers, and then from the 6 cable installers, I use 4 additional people just to walk around and help people with Wi-Fi, connecting to the Wi-Fi, helping them, telling them what it is, what they can get. 2 airspace engineers. We have a multitude of television cameras there, the police, security services, people with radios, 2-way radios, Wi-Fi. So we have to manage the airspace, and they look and walk around and look for any interruptions or collisions, interference, and they would go to the television companies and say, you've got a radio or something on that is interfering with everybody else, could you please turn it down? It's very important that we don't have any problems in airspace, specifically for security. 2 ticketing engineers, 2 turnstile engineers, 3 first-level help desk engineers. They just take calls and fix first-line problems like they would. 3 second-level engineers and 2 third-level engineers. Anything they can't fix, go back to the cablers, the airspace, turnstiles, networking, and the CCI engineer to fix. The process. You've all probably seen a process like that. It's nothing unique. It's just simple. And it's been simple for a number of years, and it just works. Engage, talk to our stakeholders.